Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new edition of Message of Hope. And today, directly from Alberta, we have Michaela Ellis, who's an intuitive transformational coach. I have a problem to speak today. And she helps people getting clear about what they want. So, welcome.
Thank you, Martina. It's so lovely to be here. Thank you.
And I will ask you the famous question, which is how does having this understanding, how does that help you navigate whatever events that shows up in your life or circumstances? How does that help you knowing what you know now?
Yeah. Wow. Almost every day, something new comes in, something new comes up around it. As I see more and more clearly how I'm creating every experience in my life. So as it relates to my children and my husband, and we had an earlier conversation around business and what that means. It's really allowed me to settle in, sort of settle back, because my typical way, how I kind of used to live life, was really like, I gotta, armor up and, get all the goods and figure out all the answers and find all the people who know better than me how to live my life and how to navigate my life. And, that sounds like an obstacle course. And really, that's kind of how it felt, like an obstacle course. And now it feels more like a ride. It feels like there are still those obstacles, but I know there's always a way to, move through or have it dissolve, and it does. So having an go ahead.
No, I was just saying, do you have a concrete example? That's something that happened maybe ago, and that's as well. If I didn't know that, what I know now have been like,
yeah, really around my kids, it's very apparent when I just felt that there was all of these things that would come up in their life, and I would relate it to my life and how it was for me, and I wanted to save them from all of the pain and the angst, and having anxiety, not really getting that I did, it becoming really apparent when anxiety showed up in one of their lives, and how saving them was the wrong approach, that I can't save anyone, but understanding what is happening for them, that it is only their thought that's creating any kind of struggle or strain. And it's not going to wreck them or hurt them. It's actually going to take them into a place of opening up to different experiences. And so now it's more around, rather than diving in and trying to save them from pain, there's a little more awareness around they're okay. They're okay, and they're actually just following what we've all been conditioned to do, to believe that everything that's happening out there is what's causing us to feel what we're feeling in here, what we're experiencing. So it's kind of cool to see it happening when you know. And there are moments where I forget. Oh my, there are. But it's really cool when I'm in a state of presence, really, and a knowing, and seeing what's happening and being able to sit back and just be there for them and be what they need me to be, a support and a guide when they're open to it, and a pointer, rather than coming in and trying to manipulate and change the situation and have them think a certain way and push my understanding on them, because it doesn't work that way. It has to happen organically, insightfully. So I feel more peace around parenting, for sure.
How old are they?
They're 16 and 19.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And also with my husband, we've had some fun with it this morning. I had some fresh insights over the last 4 or 5 days. And you might hear me say this regularly, like, oh my gosh, it really is all thought. I don't know how many times I've said that over the past, couple of years, in really sinking into this understanding, or allowing it to, just permeate in. But that's happened again this past weekend. So this morning we were in the kitchen, and, Rob was getting some things, getting ready to go to work. And I was talking about, it's like, that's thought. I said, that's thought. And then I said, Rob, your thought. You are like, I am thinking about you in a way, and I have my perception of you. And my daughter, Elizabeth, she has a perception of you too. And it's all thought. None of it is really true. So we were just kind of having this fun. And I said, I'm not even real. I'm just thought. So to me, it's such a fun subject. It's what's guiding our minds in our life. And when we start to see through, and sometimes there's sticky situations that they're not so fun. They don't feel so fun. But when I can see again, oh my gosh, that's thought too, it's kind of hilarious. It's kind of hilarious how we create these stories, our own little movies, and then we impose them on everyone. It's like, this is the way it is. No, this is the way it is. Oh no, actually today, or in this moment, this is how it is. And it's quite fantastic, truly, that the ability that we have to create really anything that we want is available just like that, with just a little attention to it. Isn't that amazing, really?
And it's so helpful. Because what we learn with growing up, I'll talk to for myself, but probably is pretty much universal. Oh, you have to think about it some more, and zoom into the problem as if it's going magically, resolve.
Yeah.
And just to have this zooming out, this is, oh yeah, it's all thought. So.
Yeah. This is sort of another thing that I think I've realized this as well numerous times, and seen it fresh again this past weekend. I'm an avid learner, and I probably won't ever stop, but I just slowed down. And when I listen, if I'm listening to a mentor, And, the typical was like, listen to this, and then listen to the next, and the next, and the next. And and there's this, it kind of creates this thirst, this treadmill. It's like, oh, wow. And I started to feel like, full, maybe not full, but not a full, like, oh my God, I can't do any more. Like, let's listen to this again. Oh, wait, let's listen to this again. So slowing down, not only in the, the input, but when there's that, can I just listen to that one little bit again? And then again, and then step away from the table and just let it all settle. And I just saw something new this weekend about, whoa, that's even more powerful than my mentors have been telling me. that I heard. It's even more powerful to allow what is meant to come up and be expressed from that deeper part of us, from the source of who we are, and just allow that to all come up and be expressed and experience it. Like, we are experiencing the expression of who we really are. Like, that is life. We're just experiencing what we are expressing. That's,
And it's like you said, it's important to have time to be in the being.
Yeah.
Because especially the three principles. No, you could be listening to a 3P principle webinar 24 hours a day, it seems like. And he sees, oh, I need to go to this and on to that, and then not taking the time to let it settle.
Yeah. It's really kind of it's like testing it out. It's like seeing for yourself. You kind of need to do that in order to really get it. And I never wanted to, because it's like, no, I know there's another insight coming. I just gotta listen to that and listen to this. And it's, wow, it's that, there's no space for the insight to come up. So,
I think we all been guilty of that at one point.
yeah. There's been numerous times where I've gone to sleep with an earbud in my ear and someone talking. It's like,
for me, it's Sid. So yes, it's a good one to fall asleep on.
Yeah.
So thank you, Michaela, for your wisdom and for your time. And if people want to find you, where can they find you?
Yeah, well, on Instagram, that's a good place right now. I have my website, YouTube, they're in the works. So Michaela.Ellis is a good spot. Michaela.Ellis on Instagram. And I'm just beginning to have some fun there. Having fun. That's what it's all about.
That's all it's all about. Exactly.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Michaela.
Yeah. Talk soon.